capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. From the gun, it's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Locke now on 1st down. Going right back to Fant. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Block now to throw. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
3 yards the gain there, second down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way.
Touchdown, Broncos! Kene Nwangu, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Hey, alert! Watch the screen. 15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15.
Now Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Locke working out of the gun. Drops this off with Nwangu. And some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 33 yards that time. They look to throw. It's Locke. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. Touchdown! Kene Nwangu. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Mayfield to throw it. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll buy some time. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
The Browns on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. To throw, Mayfield. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Play fake, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a diving catch right side. Not much there, only a yard.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. It's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. K.J. Hamler returning it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And all the way home for a Broncos score. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead now up to 14.
Broncos 28, Browns 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Mayfield on first down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Mayfield. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. A final shot before half for Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Hamler now to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey.
And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On second down, right back to Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Slam. Regular.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Let's go.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. And running with power here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Tight down. There you go.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. from the gun. It's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, 68 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Browns 23.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Locke now on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Touchdown, Broncos. Kene Nwangu, 42 yards. And the Broncos get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead will swell by one more.
Browns 23.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On first down, Locke. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. To throw again on second down. Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. To throw it is Locke. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. He's at the 50. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get them behind the line twice in a row. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Hamler now to return it. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off into 4th. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Mayfield to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Push him back. Push him back.
Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. Flush to his right. This is the tight end Fant. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Looking to throw again on second down. Locke. He'll get this to Nwangu. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Locke going to throw it here. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's Locke to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Locke looks to throw it again. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Locke going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.